Looks really good.
Thanks.
First of all, congratulations on the film. I want to know what drew you to this character.
My gosh, I think I love that even through so much darkness that's happening throughout the movie, she is such a light, and I think I really admired that, and I took so much away from her and learned so much from her as a human, but I think she's just such a cool person. Yeah, she's just like overall who I want to be, who I aspire to be, and it was fun to play. Yeah.
If you had the ability to have premonitions, how would you deal with that?
That would be really difficult because I feel like it would be really hard to live in the moment. I already have trouble enough with that, living in the present and reminding myself just to be here in this moment, that I feel like I wouldn't want it in a weird way. Especially Luke's gift, to foresee deaths. I mean, if you could stop something from happening, then that would be amazing. Then I would want it. But if you couldn't, if it were like cancer or some sort of sickness, I'd be like, you can have it. No.
A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
I'm a big fan of you. A big fan of the shoes, but also I would love to hear what drew you to this film.
What drew me to the film? Well, I read the script. It was offered to me, and immediately the character jumped off the page. He was just this misunderstood wallflower guy who I feel like I knew and kind of was to a certain extent when I was a teenager. The setting in the 90s was something very interesting, and I was very excited about the music immediately when I saw that. And the first meeting I had was with our director, Robin Hayes, and one of the first things we talked about was music, and I was like, okay, she gets it. We got to have a kick-ass soundtrack. We're going to go for that. So that was awesome. And yeah, it was the collaboration between Robin and I. I got involved and connected to the project pretty early, like a year and a half before we actually shot it. So we did a lot of passes over the script, and we worked together to find something that we felt was reflective of our own experiences as being teenagers.
It sounds like you had a lot to do with this film. Are you proud of it?
Yes, I absolutely am. It's one of those things of, it was our baby for a long time, and we learned some hard lessons. There's some stuff that, of course, we wish that we could change, and hopefully when we get to do another movie together at some point, we'll be able to do that. But overall, I think it's a really great, raw, young adult film, and so we're happy to show it to people.
Last question. If you had the ability to have premonitions, do you think you would take that up, or do you think it's too much pressure?
The question is whether you can change it after you have it, right? Because if you can change it, then all of a sudden you got this super cool superpower. You can go to the lottery, you can, do kung fu and know people's moves or whatever, right? But if you can't change it, if it's just like, oh, I'm going to get hit in the face right now, and then you get hit in the face, fuck that. I don't want that. I keep swearing on the carpet, and I feel like I shouldn't be doing that, so I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Tell me, what drew you to this film?
What drew me to this film was how beautiful of a story it is. I mean, it's a story about a guy growing up in really hyper circumstances. But it's a story that kind of we all have gone through. I feel like a lot of people will see themselves in this film.
Do you think if you had the ability to have premonitions, would you want that pressure?
It depends what the premonitions were about. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Luke's premonitions, though?
Huh?
His premonitions, though?
Oh, no. That's too much. Yeah, no, that's too much. Maybe like in my 30s now, but also I feel like that'd be a bit too much pressure. Yeah.
So tell me about your character.
So I play Lance. Lance Winters is the town's reporter. He's a man of very loose morals, and he chases Luke throughout the film to try to get him to reveal his premonitions. Yeah.
I played kind of like a bully in this role, so it was nice to be able to step out of the traditional perspective that people hold on me no matter what. So it was really fun to be able to play that bully, antagonist kind of thing that's driving, the protagonist in. He just has something to overcome, and I'd put a little roadblock in there for him, I guess, and I'm giving him a hard time. So it was cool to just step out of the boundaries. I love playing characters that I'm nothing alike.
That's what I was gonna ask. For you to play someone that you're so not like, what does that take for you as an actor? What do you have to step into?
Honestly, I just gotta. For me personally, I look for outside sources. So I like to do my research, and I investigate different sort of areas that I can use in my own craft. So for myself, I looked at other characters that had been kind of portraying the same style, I guess.
you guys have filmed, but what drew you to this character?
It's interesting. I do a lot of advocacy for the disabled in our industry and in making sure that people with disabilities who are performers have equal access to opportunities and have access to roles that are outside the box. And so whenever I get an opportunity to play a role that is very far outside of the box, for me, I'm immediately drawn to that. And this character is a truck driver, which is not necessarily a career path I would have ever chosen. And I like all the sweet scenes that we have in the truck. I like to think of myself as one of those sort of guiding forces in the story. So that's one of the things that drew me to it. He's, that the kids are on a journey, and I feel like my character is one of those people that helps steer them in the right direction, figuratively and literally.
I knew it was going to happen. Every detail of it. Don't know what I'm waiting for.
Hey, I'm Cameron Monaghan.
Hi, I'm Peyton List, and you've just been buzzed.